Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back another video day, and today the Washington Commanders have re-signed Bobby Wagner to a one-year, $9.5 million deal. The 10-time Pro Bowler, 6-time All-Pro, who is also a one-time Super Bowl champion, will be returning to Washington after having a really promising first season with the team. He was a Pro Bowler in 17 games and 17 starts, 4 passes defense, 1 forced fumble, 2 fumble recoveries with 2 sacks, 132 tackles, 10 tackles for loss, and 8 QB hits. Such a great season. Was a Pro Bowl, of course, in 2023 with Seattle his last year in Seattle. 17 games, 16 starts, 3 passes defense, 1 fumble recovery, 4 sacks, 183 tackles, and 11 tackles for loss. And he's put up some crazy numbers in his career, mainly with Seattle, but he has still put up some crazy numbers. And so now he's going to spend a second season in Washington. I'm excited to see what he does there. I really am. He had an amazing first year. How the first year went with them is going to be how it was. If next year's going to be how the first year went, it's going to be a promising second season with Washington for Bobby Wagner. But I feel like this isn't talked about enough. I know someone else mentioned, a couple people have mentioned it, but sure, Bobby Wagner does a good job on the field. I don't think anybody's doubting that. I mean, he was one of the tackle leaders for Washington this year, had 2 fumble recoveries and a forced fumble. He was great for this team. But Bobby Wagner for this Washington team is just as good off the field as he is on. How he has been for a leader and a mentor for this Washington defense is so underrated, and I don't think that they would have progressed as a defense last year without him. I think for sure you look at it, their defense was still not amazing last year because they still were like bottom 10 in yards given up, and they really struggled in that category. But they were a lot better. They were a lot better than they were the year before, if you ask me. Because if you look at it the year before, they gave up the most yards in probably almost every category and were one of the worst defenses in football. Sure, they struggled from time to time last year as well, and were still bottom 10 in some categories. But it was a well improvement for this Washington defense, and I think they're going to add to this defense this year again, and we're going to see more improvements for this team. I'm excited. I'm very excited to see it for this team this year. And maybe Trey Hendrickson could be on this Washington team with Bobby Wagner. We'll see. Let me know your thoughts on the re-signing for the Commanders in the comment section, and peace out.